And it's Ken Kraetzer at an Army football practice. You have a chance to talk to the head coach, Chef Monken. Coach, brisk practice out here today. It seemed like the offense got a pretty good workout when you did your drills.
On both sides. I'm just happy to see some spirited competition. The offense is obviously on a big learning curve, doing something a little different than we've done in the past. But it's good to see those guys compete. And I know you're just talking to Miles, and I'm excited to see him and his progress. He's really had a good camp so far.
How do you feel about your offensive line, how it's shaping, coming together this spring?
I am probably as pleasantly surprised with that group as I am any group. There's different fundamentals and techniques for those guys. It's a veteran group. There's a lot of seniors, a lot of guys that have played, and I think they're really doing a good job taking to it. And there's some things to relearn, maybe some things to unlearn. But when you're running a different offense and there's really a lot of new fundamentals, that's going to be the case for probably another couple of weeks, and hopefully by the spring game these guys will kind of have it down a little bit better.
How do you feel about your backfield, fullbacks, and as we talked to Miles Stewart, how do you feel about the progress there with your running backs?
We're repping a lot of guys, and as I mentioned, Miles, it's just the whole line of guys that are competing in there. Markel Johnson, Hayden Reed, Jarrell Dixon, Lucky Brooks. You go right on down the line. There's a lot of guys there, and some guys that are injured. So Tyrell Robinson, Tyson Riley, Jacoby Buchanan, all those guys are out right now. So there's going to be some depth there, and I think those guys are going to be fine. I'm excited about that group, and I think they're really excited about the new things we're doing.
Now, the fans are all interested on how Tyrell Robinson is recovering from his injury from last year. I understand you're hoping he'll be ready by the summer.
He's coming along. It was a bad injury. And so he's going through the rehabilitation process. It's going to be a few more months before he's ready to go. My hope is that he'll be ready for preseason camp, that when we start preseason camp, he'll be full go. I don't know if he will be at that point, but we're hopeful, and progress is being made, and it looks like we're at least on track to do that.
So we're all anxious that he'll be back and playing well. And just so you have your new offensive coordinator, Drew Thatcher, and we could see some new things already. How is he working, implementing, and leading the offense?
Drew's doing a great job, and I'm just really excited about the scheme and his experience with it, his ability to fix the problems when they come up, and I think that's the key. If you got an offensive system and there's a defense that's giving you problems with something you're doing, you got an answer for it. There's a formation, or there's a play action, or there's a complementary play that you can run that will allow you to still be able to move the football. And he's got enough experience with this offense and knows it that he can kind of fix those problems. It's getting the rest of our staff that hasn't been with him kind of up to speed and on the same page, and just like for our players there's a learning curve, there is for our staff as well. But everybody's working hard and they're coaching hard, and it's just a lot of fun. There's a lot of energy out here, I think, from both the players and the staff.
Certainly see that. Just a final question. Your goals over the next couple of practices?
Get better at fundamentals. Defensively, we've just been out here in pads one day, but we've got to do a better job of taking angles on defense to get ourselves in position to make a tackle, not miss tackles. Offensively, sustaining blocks. That's something that it doesn't matter what offense you're running, you got to be able to do that. Taking care of the football. We've had some balls on the ground with pitches and those kinds of things, and the way that we're doing that is different. So I suppose that's probably just part of the growing pains, but those things need to improve. So hopefully over the next week they will.
Army coach Chef Monken, great to see you and great to be out here at spring football practice.
Thanks, Ken.
Pleasure. Thank you. It's Ken Kraetzer for CaMMVetsMedia at West Point.